fly into Everbank Field in Jacksonville. Even if you closed your eyes, Brock, you'd still know exactly where you were by the rallying cry of the Jaguar faithful in the stands. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. On the visiting sideline, a look at the Panthers head coach. These guys just about set to go in this one. On the opposite side, Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen. These guys more than motivated for this contest, ready to take the field here at home. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, starting our second year here in the Madden booth. And we're off on EA Sports. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. And bringing them out to former #1 overall pick out of Clemson in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with a new season ripe with every possibility. This is only the first scene of a 4.5-month movie where he could be playing the part of the league MVP, maybe leading a legit contender into the postseason. How he starts this campaign, though, how you start can have a massive impact on how things play out.
So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That's the way. That's exactly the way you show a crowd you've got no issues playing on the road. One snap in, you're celebrating a sack while the tens of thousands in the building, well, they watch their guy pick himself up off the turf.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Another try following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. He's going to go out of bounds up past the 15. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
Even on third and long, he still couldn't bring himself to force the throw right there, and that's okay. As coordinators will like to say, every drive that ends with a kick we can live with. Don't put the ball in harm's way.
He'll start from the 39, and he's brought down before the return gets far. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. And they're brought out by one of the strongest throwers in the game and a great athlete as well, Joe Milton.
Okay, you know what Joe is? Joe is like that closer that comes into the game just throwing absolute fire. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs. His ability to develop the off-speed and the touch will be a big part of his NFL development over the years to come.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Josh Hines Allen, that time to haul him down. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the 46. That's a catch for Hayden Hurst. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First and 10, it's Hubbard. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the 34. Cuffs, this is Xavier Leggett. It's a 21-yard gain. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darryl Jackson out in Seattle, they showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
This throw is caught. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Well, Brock, we normally talk about complimentary football at some point every week. So how about the way they've begun this one, huh? Force a punt and then cash it in for 6 on their opening drive.
Do we do it every game?
It feels like it. Almost every game, yeah.
What the NFL is about. We all know the margins are so small in this league, and the team that typically plays the complimentary ball is typically the team that wins.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Second drive coming up for the Jacksonville offense. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. First call here coming from the shotgun. Lawrence working from the gun. He's taken down. The Panthers rush gets home. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Trying again following the sack. Short pass brought in. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
A gain of 13 on the play.
Third down, Lawrence to throw. That's caught for the first. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
A gain of 34 yards. That's good for a Jaguars. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back still doing it to this day.
And he gets this forward to the 19. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's another Jaguars first down.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. They go right back to ETN. No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force and the defense wins out.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Into the hands of his running back, ETN. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
Brings up third and
Patrick
6.
going in motion right. Throwing his Lawrence on third down. He brings it in. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
That's good for another Jacksonville. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run, ETN. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but he didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
ETN again. And this time the defense rallies to him. He's stopped for a loss.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. Didn't do it there.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 4th and goal. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Little knocks it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Nicole Hardman now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Carolina offense out ready to go for their second drive. They're 1 for 1. New NFL season touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them.
Ready?
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Ready?
This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he goes out a little short of the 40. How about a big hitter? 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot.
18 Cardinals, Mustang 19. 60 Maverick.
Design bootleg here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
Here we go. Flat. Cougar 19. Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Down. Bronco 80.
Milton now. Drops it underneath. Hubbard. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. 7-3 is our score. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Devin Lloyd on the tackle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Has it at the 7. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Ball start, offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Well, the jumpiness cost him 5. 1st and goal, a little bit tougher here.
Come on. Hey. Lightning, 8.
They'll run here following the penalty. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers now lead by 10. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group off.
It's Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers drive their lead to 11.
14. Jaguars 3.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. This return starts at the 5. Escapes a defender. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Jaguars send running back Travis Etienne trotting back out to the field. And he sure has proven to be a handful for them, grabbing their attention as a runner, but actually doing a good bit of damage as part of the team's passing game, too. They go play action. Lawrence. Complete out to the right. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 2nd and 3 now.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down. At the 30-yard line.
From the gun, Etienne gets it. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
And the Jaguars.
Lawrence with it on first. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
3rd and 4.
And he hauls in the interception. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? Man, they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was gimme 6.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers push their lead to 18.
Jaguars 3.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Now Lawrence coming off a pick. Hauled in left side. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
To number 12, Travis Hunter.
On 2nd down, it's Etienne. And he gets it up to the 35, but this is short. 3rd down coming up.
Christian Wilkins.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
31, Lawrence to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
7-yard gain.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Lawrence now off the play action. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he makes the play. It's a touchdown. But hang on a second. I spy a flag out there, Brock. This could erase that score.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Such an exciting play lost because of that penalty. And this offense now left to think of their next call as they make the long walk back down the field. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Has it downfield working the left. And he's going to set them up with a first down on a huge gain.
Gain of 26 yards. That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Bring the money up to a whole nother level. Don't know no better. When I got rich and deep, yeah. Bro, coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. We're working a couple of yards past the line. Brought down that time by Kendall Fuller.
It's pretty clear you're trying to find ways to get this player in space, right? That's where he's most dangerous. But the defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came of that one.
From the shotgun, Lawrence steps up and he's running with it. Lawrence goes into a slide before that hit can arrive with enough for a first down. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Jacksonville, 1st and 10.
Motioning the tight end now. Here's ETN on first down. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and
Lawrence
13.
looking to throw. Setting up the running back screen. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
Little knocks it through, and that lowers the deficit to 15.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
On now is Cook to kick this away. On the return, here's Rico Dowdle. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Carolina offense headed out now. They have played lights out on offense. Scored their first 2 times out, Brock. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60.
Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. And it's the Panthers who have it 2nd and 9. Throwing now, Milton. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
3rd and long for him here. That's McMillan with the catch out left. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Milton. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Trying again, following the set. Tight end reels in the shallow throw, and he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Third down from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. On fourth down, Panthers going to turn to Sam Martin to punt this one away. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jaguars headed out on offense late in this first half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to range. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. On first and 10, here's Lawrence. Finds him over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Brings up second and 2.
From the 36. Here comes the screen for Etienne. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
That's good for a Jaguar.
Lawrence working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their third.
Brings up second and 2.
Again, it's Lawrence to throw. Now here he goes. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
Our trip around the NFL starts now, and it starts with a good one in the AFC West. All right, Kate, thanks very much. Today is the day, the debut of our new halftime show. Buckle up, everyone. I think you're going to like it. And this is Patrick Mahomes. 56 yards, touchdown. The Chiefs come away with the victory on the road in the season opener. From there, why don't we go to South Philly, look in on the Eagles as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And this is Dak Prescott finding his all-pro wide receiver, CeeDee Lamb. Beautiful throw to the back of the end zone. It's a touchdown. Lastly, we go to Indianapolis. It's the Colts taking on the Miami Dolphins. And here's Jalen Waddle. A brilliant catch and run for the touchdown. This one's gone to halftime with the Dolphins on top in this one at halftime. And here's the scoreboard in the early window of the last week of the regular season. What I wouldn't give for an Octobox right now. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much for that look around the league, Scott. Now let's turn our attention back. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Dowdle now to return it. Juke the defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. It's a design boot. He rolls to his right. Now he takes it. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 31. Let's set up the screen. It's Hubbard. Jukes one defender. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Completed to Hurst. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
Back to throw. Here's Milton. Dialing up a receiver screen. They come crashing down on that receiver screen, and they take him down behind the line.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away, and that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now Milton to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. And out comes the Panthers field goal unit. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it's a 3-score game now, an 18-point lead.
Had the lead. Is really to come out hot in the second half and add to it. Sure, you'd love touchdowns, but you'll take those 3 points as well.
Starting from the 5. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Going trips left here as they get set. 1st and 10. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Move those chains.
On play action now, Lawrence. Avoid some trouble there. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Back to the air, Lawrence. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And the punter earning some high fives on that one. They're going to down this kick at the 3.
3-yard line.
The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. And unsurprisingly, on the scoreboard so far for him has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Milton. This is Legans working the left side. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, get to Hubbard. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Second down at the 16-yard line.
From the 16. Hits him on the in route. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Milton. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Caught deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But the Jaguars get back on top of the loose football. They're keeping possession. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do, got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He takes this forward a little to about the 39. Brought to the ground by Kaiser White. They go play action. Lawrence. Forced out to his right. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 6. And the Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He sends this one to the end zone, and he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars shrinking the lead some in the 3rd.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or two high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Little Tex on the extra point. And the Jaguars make it an 11-point ball game.
Jaguars 13.
Thanks so much for that look around the league, Scott. Now let's turn our attention back to this one as we get set to begin our third quarter. Hardman with a return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. That last touchdown given up cut their lead to 2. Started here. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Hubbard gets it to start the drive. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run. Inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
And the Panther first down.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
He's got it on the bootleg. Connects on the crosser. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Xavier Leggett with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. Gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers push their lead to 18.
Jaguars 13.
Thanks so much for that look around the league, Scott. Now let's turn our attention back to this one as we get set to begin our third quarter. Here's Parker Washington with the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
He puts some air under it, deep down the left. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Brian Thomas Jr. the touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars make it an 11-point ball game. Thanks so much for that look around the league, Scott. Now let's turn our attention back to this one as we get set to begin our third quarter. Hardman with a return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continue defense, more good numbers well into this second half. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready? Let's go.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. He scrapes together a yard at most. It's 2nd down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Jack, get him.
From the 29. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Dick, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. And that return's going to come to a close as we reach the end of our quarter. Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. And the Panthers into the nickel set. 3rd down coming. Lawrence working from the gun. He lofts it deep left. Got his man. Thomas has it. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars now within 1 score in the 4th. Brian Thomas Jr. the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Jaguars in a crucial spot late, trying for 2.
The Jaguars will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try to run it in. And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt.
26.
So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Gonna need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. And to consider that golf analogy, well, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Dowdle now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Panthers and Xavier Lee gets with the football once again. And he has kept his pace up in the 2nd half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Deputy Ryan.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Warrior 70.
Milton back to throw. Finds the in route complete. And this one doesn't go far.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Into the hands of Leggett. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down, Carolina.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Let's go, let's go.
He'll throw it yet again. Dumps it off to his running back. Jukes out a one-stop, and he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Cut 19. Let's go. Cougar 19.
Still sticking with the passing game. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now it's 2nd down. They are throwing it again. Escapes the pocket. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
19 Tigers. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Short pass brought in. That'll be the 1st and more. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Hey, Chris.
Handoff running left, Hubbard. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing now, Milton. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Caught near the goal line. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
50 Maverick, 50 Maverick. Go.
Working inside the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. Xavier Leggett with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal. And I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
You know, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in. to stop that run first, so a first down pass play can and certainly was effective.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers push the lead up to 12.
Jaguars 26.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Washington now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Motioning him from the slot right. On the ground to begin this drive with ETN. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5.
They go right back to ETN. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Move those chains. That's good.
An option give here to ETN. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on first down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
9-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
Lawrence
4.
now off the play action. Gets this one to Patrick. And they make the tackle at the 38. Offense up to the line fast.
That's good for a Jaguars. First down. First and 10.
Out of the gun, a give to ETN. They give him 4 yards before he stops, Brock. It's 2nd down. Working quickly here.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. 4 yards.
2nd down, ETN gets it again. And this is near the first down, but they need 1 more yard now to get it. 3rd down at the 29.
Hendricks in on the tackle. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. On the move, headed right. 16 yards on the play. And that's a Jaguar first down.
16 yards. That's good for another Jaguar.
From the red zone now. Setting up the running back screen. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Out of bounds down at the 7-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he scores. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think he has both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
On his little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Hardman with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Panthers and Xavier Lee gets with the football once again. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response. They take over. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Here we go, buddy.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
First down, Carolina.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Panthers with a 5-point lead. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Running right, here's Hubbard. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball, make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They're going to pass it here. Dump off, caught by his back. Trying to fight free, he can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout.
And it's 3rd down.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Let's go now. Viking and team.
He's back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd.
First down, Panthers.
Come on. Hit. 70, step away.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a corner in this league, well, you go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. But you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
60 Vikings.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. That's McMillan with the catch out left. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Well on McMillan. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive.
Ready? 60 Eagles. Let's go.
Here he is to throw. McMillan hauls it in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Panther 60.
Blown back, gets the handoff. Man, those running lanes are closing up fast, aren't they? He's held to just a yard.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. He'll look to throw it. So this one on the defense.
Pass interference. Defense.
He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone.
19. Look at 19. Trap 50.
Setting up to pass. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown!
Touchdown, Carolina.
Well, that one might not sit so well with everybody down on the field. Heck, maybe some of his own guys, too. But he had a chance at a touchdown as time expired, Brock, and it was just too much for him to resist.
Yeah, it probably will ruffle some of the older school feathers down on the sidelines, but for a lot of the guys coming into this league each year, they're used to it. If there's time left, if you're trying to score, you're going to want to eat, no matter what the game situation is, and they used every last second available.
So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.